happening?
What's happening, my guy? What's happening?
Oh, man, listen. You know what I mean? Just putting that pressure on him, just like, I mean, your godson is so much like you, Zab. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, these niggas is scared. They shook. And guess what, though? I'm here to tell you, man. And you would have to explain it to me now, because we're starting to feel like, at least I'm starting to feel like, we bullying these guys, man. You know what I mean? And I don't want to feel like no bully, man. You know what I'm saying? So to all the Tank Davis fans and all that, you know what I'm saying? Doing a great job. Listen, man, I mean, you know, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? What do we do? Because it's feeling like a bully, because they saying everything. It's seeming like he's scared, Zab. You know this business. You know when the millions is on the play and you've been working like that with the millions, who wasn't you going to fade for the millions?
You know that. You know that.
Huh?
Right. But I just think that probably once everything is said and done.
No, Zab, Zab, you already starting off real political. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how you talk, son. That ain't how you talk, son.
I mean, listen, I wasn't in negotiations, so I don't know what's going on or where it's at, but I know I'm just looking.
Ain't no negotiations, Zab. What they doing?
Business got to be handled.
Right, but they talking. Listen, Zab, they talking on the internet, but ain't nobody handling no business. Ain't nobody doing no phone calls. We got all the belts. It's like when you had all the belts. You know what I'm saying? We got all the belts, right? They not talking about it. Bob Arum, one thing that Shakur said is they sent contracts to everybody. Bob Arum ain't sent us shit. He ain't talked about nothing with Shakur, but Shakur is talking, right? Jay ain't called me. You know what I'm saying? Right? So what do I do, Zach? I don't want to feel like that I'm bullying on them. You know what I'm saying? But they be having a problem because I'm telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want me to shut up, but my phone ain't ringing. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I think
you're doing a great job, man. Just in the position you win right now, just keep winning at a high level, and there's nothing that nobody can say. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. But you know, like the lady or whatever they just said on there is Tank got all the money. You know that. Allah blesses everybody to have some. Our family have been having money for years, Zab, right?
100%.
We've been doing great. So sometimes another family might need a little bit more because they ain't been getting it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we straight. Mm-hmm. We don't need to talk about the money. We just talking about a fight. I don't want to do the money talk. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't going to work out. That ain't going to work out for them because it's more niggas over here just eating and getting money off of this shit than over there. You know what I'm saying? They're anywhere. They'll take care of his niggas for real. His pops, his brother, you know what I'm saying? Like for real. Put us in position. So I would be derelict if I didn't say it. If I didn't really keep it real and say what you know what I mean? I would be derelict if I didn't say what a wonderful job he's done with us to get us out of the streets. You know what I'm saying? We're not even looking to do no street shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if you try to do some street shit with us, we getting the fuck away from you. You know what I mean? And that's because of Soup. Lil Soup.
Right.
You know what I mean?
My guy.
Yeah. You know, so you know what I mean? So but I think they scared, man. I think they scared because ain't nobody called my phone. They talk to the reporters. Like how you talk to reporters and you don't call the guys, you don't call the team up. You know what I'm saying? Like how do you put pressure, Zab? How do you put pressure on, have the media putting pressure, but you're not putting pressure on your promoter or your manager to make the fight? You know what I mean? You're supposed to call your manager and your promoter and them out about the shit. You don't call the fighter. You don't say the fighter unless, like you said, you sent over something. If you sent something, you know what I mean?
It's different, yeah.
Then it's a difference. Then it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Gordon had an opportunity. He didn't say we sent this to this guy, we sent this to this guy, we sent this to that guy. Well, you ain't sent us shit. You know what I'm saying? And Tank, when it came down to Tank and what Tank was talking about, his team say everything everything else. You know what I'm saying? Which to not make the fight happen, right? And I'm saying is they're two good fighters. You know what I'm saying? I feel that Devin is something special about Devin that makes him different because of the way that he grew up and the amount of real, you know what I mean, shit that he grew up around. You know what I mean? They got one thing. They grew up around one or two things, right? Which when I look at it from learning from all of y'all and learning, I'm like, that shit is, you know, special. That shit is straight up and down, no special effects. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's straight up and down. The motherfucker do one thing really, really good, and then the other thing they don't. Well, you're not gonna be able to do that one thing you do really good like you wanted to do it against Dev. You know what I mean? So you have to go to what you don't like to do. You know what I mean? And that's just the way that that's the way.
Yeah, he's saying.
Got cut off here. See, the pot was like
he
this.
Talking that talk though. He's saying, you know what I'm saying? Like you said,
like
everybody's
this.
talking, but nobody's sending no real information to their desk. Nobody's picking up the phone, calling them direct, saying we want to deal or fight with Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? And Devin Haney, he is the champion. You know what I'm saying? He's the undisputed,
right?
You know what I'm saying, champion of the world. So if you do want to do anything in that weight class, you got to call Devin Haney. And Bill Haney, that's his father and his manager, the guy in charge that negotiates and makes all the deals happen. So that's the guy number you should be trying to call right now. And I don't think Bill is very hard to get in touch with. I don't think so. Yeah. Tap him in and out. Yep.
Should I tap him in and out? Is this what I should do?
And then bring it back in. Yeah. One thing about Cuzzo, he gonna tell you the real deal. He gonna tell you the real deal. He ain't gonna do no messing around with it. He gonna tell you the real deal. He probably left. Okay.
Left the room. He probably got a phone call, to be honest. He probably got a phone call. But at the end of the day, man, like that was some news, you know, that because at the end of the day, I remember you know, Shakur saying that he set 5 offers on the top guys in the top 5. So hearing Bill say this now,
right.
It's basically saying that, you know,
we can't say that what he's saying is not true. We say that what he's saying didn't apply to Devin Haney. It's probably true. He sent those guys contracts. He probably picked 5 guys and sent those guys contracts. But you know, from what Bill Sell told us, it wasn't Haney. Haney didn't receive none of those contracts. Great job. He been doing it from day one. Right, I remember when Cuzzo first started this, man. I remember from day one, he said, "You think we could? Yeah, you could do this, man." And look, one thing about him, he's a very persistent, consistent person. And people like that, you gotta always take a hat up to. He's a very persistent, consistent person. When he got his mind locked to something and he sees something that he wants to do, he get it done. Look what he did with his son, Devin Haney. You know, I watched the steps from start to finish. I mean, well, it's not finished from start to now. You know what I'm saying? And the train is moving at great speeds in luxury conditions. I mean, it's beautiful. 23 years old. The world is.
He's only 23 years old. I mean, it's